What's going on, everybody? So, earlier today, the Washington Commanders released quarterback Carson Wentz. And basically, in this video, we're going to be talking about, Carson Wentz. And so, just get into it. So, yeah, the right move, I feel, for Washington. Carson Wentz, he's not your future. He's not the guy. My early knock on Carson Wentz back when he had a lot of supporters was he just gets hurt too much. I can't be paying a guy a lot of money. I can't rely on him to be my starting quarterback to take me over the top and win Super Bowls. I can't trust him. He gets hurt just way too much. And then his fifth year in the league, the year Jalen Hurts was drafted, he began to decline, and his last 3 years have been on three different teams, the Eagles, the Colts, and this year the Commanders. My issue with Carson Wentz, it was never the talent. Wentz, he had a pretty good arm. He was a pretty good athlete. Very productive up until his season-ending injury in year two. A lot of people suspected he was going to go on to win the MVP, myself included. So what's like the future for Carson Wentz? What is the future for him? Obviously the immediate reaction on social media today was, well, the XFL could use him, the USFL could use him. I don't think Carson Wentz would go play in the XFL or the USFL. Those leagues, they're more for like your third string quarterbacks, your Tyler Brays, your Skylar Thompsons, your Kyle Slaughters, Jake Fromm, Connor Cook, your low tier guys, guys that aren't even backups. I think Wentz would easily be one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league. Also last I checked, backup quarterbacks in the NFL make a lot more than starting quarterbacks in the XFL or the USFL. But you can let's start comparing Carson Wentz to, current backup quarterbacks or guys that we consider backup quarterbacks, and he's right up there with the top. My Chicago Bears, for example, would you rather have Carson Wentz or Trevor Siemian as your backup? I'd take Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz or Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, that's a coin flip, but there's not really a huge gap between Wentz and Bridgewater as far as backups go. Wentz or John Wolford. That's an obvious one, Wentz. Carson Wentz or Jeff Driscoll. I'd take Carson Wentz. List goes on and on. I'd take Carson Wentz over, guys like Brandon Allen. I'd probably take him over Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley, I think a lot of people do view as one of the best backups in the league. I'd probably take him over Gardner Minshew. I'd take him over Cooper Rush. So, yeah, I don't think there's really a huge gap between him and Taylor Heineke. I might even lean Carson Wentz over Taylor Heineke if we're talking backups. Carson Wentz definitely, if he wanted to, could still be a backup quarterback in this league. And then you get into the question, well, could he potentially be a bridge quarterback? A quarterback who you sign to a cheap, 1 year deal. Remember the deal that Cam Newton received from the Patriots? It was a 1 year, really cheap deal. I'm not even sure he made $1 million. He was basically playing for free. I'm sure Carson Wentz could at least land something like that. And then maybe a team like the Raiders come to mind right away. The Raiders potentially sign Wentz to a deal similar to the Cam Newton one with the Patriots, and then you draft Anthony Richardson, and you develop Anthony Richardson behind Carson Wentz, either the full year or whenever Carson Wentz gets injured, because we all know he gets injured. I mean, I'm not taking a shot at the guy. He gets injured, like every year. I'm not sure outside of his rookie year if he's ever not gotten injured in a season. So yeah, I think that could be an option for Carson Wentz. But obviously, I don't think it comes as a surprise to many people that Washington decided to move off him. They freed up $26-something million in cap space. I'm not sure if they're moving forward with Sam Howell. But either way, Wentz ain't the guy. And yeah, it really, as a guy who always tried telling people Carson Wentz wasn't the answer, it did kind of hurt me today to see Wentz at rock bottom, because I think that's what he's at. I mean, this kid, or this guy, I guess I should say, I mean, he's going to be in year 8. But yeah, this guy, his career started off so well. Second pick. In his second year, he's got the Eagles rolling, MVP candidate. And then he just continues to get injured, loses confidence, his play dips, and now this is where he sits. A cheap bridge quarterback at best, more likely a backup quarterback. But yeah. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Posting more content throughout the week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.